You actually have cards that passed. You've got stuff that passed, by the way. How's that? Even better. uh, I know you've got stuff here that was waiting on other stuff to come, which would be this. You're still missing one card, a Primo Epico card. So, even though I would like to ship your stuff to you, you still have one card out that's not back yet on sub 10. You got your custom stuff and one of your others. But the AU stuff isn't back yet. 15 viewers. Wow, we're packing them in tonight. They're in the cheap seats tonight. Anybody have any questions? Feel free to ask. I will go ahead and start showing some of this stuff. It's stacked, so I'm going to get rid of the earlier layers. These are mine, believe it or not. It was 80 until it went down into the 30s. Right now, I think it's in the 50s. Nick Webb, you got stuff. Hey, Bill. DDM. I have no clue who people are without names, unfortunately. I don't know why they went to this. All right, so these are mine. I actually put in a few customs. The rest of my stuff didn't come back, but I got my customs. Richard Petty's with a 10 auto, Richard Petty with a 9 auto, Richard Petty playing card with a 9 auto, and Randy with a 9 auto. So, I did get those. Let's see what else I can clear out here real quick. Actually, give me a second. I'm going to put mine with my stuff. Alright. Yes, I use my own supply. I'm like a dealer, using my own. Alan Rex. Hank Aaron. AU with an 8 auto on a custom. So, as you can tell, customs, they do slab them. Unfortunately, Steve Sloan had a custom that came back inconclusive. Unfortunately, Jeremiah Smith. And that was the only card. Matt Reed. Customs. How about Stan Musial? Stamp. Kind of cool looking cards. I will clear some space here. R. Lee Ermey. Steve Carell. So these are pretty cool things, guys. Mark Hamill on a cut. Ian McKellen, and just like the others, these are 15 bucks. Hugh Jackman. Bryan Cranston. So pretty cool cards for Matt. I am going to take a little bit more time tonight. I'm not going to be rushing through this. I am going to be taking some pictures and stuff. Give me 1 second. I've got questions coming through as well, so. Yeah, the cuts are. I've got questions coming through as well. I spent a long time talking them into doing custom cards. A long time. Yeah, the cuts are. I've got questions coming through as well. I spent a long time talking them into doing custom cards. Okay. A long time. So, Nick Webb, going to your stuff next. I'm kind of making room here. How about Sir David Attenborough? David Attenborough signed on the back. I spent a long time talking them into doing. Did you ask some of these to sign on the back, Nick? Okay. A long time. So, Nick, Webb, both of them with 10 autos. Going to your stuff next. A Bill Cower, 9 auto. I'm kind of making room. By the way, all your stuff got slabbed. How about Sir David Attenborough? David Attenborough, AU10, signed on the back. I mean, they're all AUs. Did you ask some of these? I will tell you straight up, this stuff is turning into, I believe, both of them with 10 auto, they are going to possibly grade Bill Cower, 9 auto. I'm kind of making room. By the way, all your stuff got slabbed. About Sir David Attenborough, if you want it. David Attenborough, 10, signed on the back. I mean, they're all AUs. Did you ask some of these? I will tell you straight up, this stuff is turning into, I believe, both of them with 10 auto, they are going to possibly grade Bill Cower, 9 auto. I'm kind of making. By the way, all your stuff got slabbed. About Sir David Attenborough, if you want it. David Attenborough, 10, signed on the back. I mean, they're all AUs. Did you ask some of these? I will tell. Well, we're going to bounce it around. You guys let me know when it sounds good. Yeah, well, they're supposed to be, but when I jump on, sometimes it reconfigures. Is this better? We'll get it fixed. Is this better or no? Yeah, well, they're supposed to be, but when I jump on, sometimes it reconfigures. We'll go back to that. All right, that's good. Okay, so there we go. I'm not technically. Hey, you're talking to a 53-year-old. Trust me, I'm lucky to be able to do this. Understand? Ryan Stokes, you out there somewhere? You had some questions for me. So if Ryan Stokes is out there, speak up. Frankie Munoz, auto 10. Melissa Joan Hart, auto 9. Auto 9. Tommy Chong, auto 10. Old 87 Don Russ look. Craig T. Nelson, auto 9. Carol Burnett, a 10. And a 10. Danny Trejo. They do have this like little plastic bits falling around, but auto 9 and an auto 9. Kelly Lynch, 9 auto, a 9 auto. Ted Koppel. That's going back. And your NASA guys, auto 10. Auto 10, he did the back. Fetterman, Blaha, and Bowen, all on the backs. All right, so that's all yours, Nick. Those are all Nick's. Ryan Fink, Uncle Rico, auto 9. Cody Stark, Jose Canseco Holofractor. This is the only way to put minimums on a regular card. This was, you can see, is a regular pack pulled, but you send it through JSA, you do have the options of putting a minimum on them. So that's the only way to make a pack pull have a minimum, is send it through JSA. Rick Seabrands. 1, Andre Dawson came back. 7.5 with a 9. Nick Finch. That should be Mazeroski's 6.5 with a 9 auto. Jesse Burton. We've got AU 10, 8 and a 10 on Michael Conley's. Like I said, most of these are just partials coming back, guys. A lot of partials so far. Levon Shepard. You got Dan Fouts. Ray Caruth. Rebecca Lobo with a 10 auto. Rick Smits. Cecil Fielder. And Jeremy Roenick. You got to sign in to be able to do that, Ryan. Sorry, I'm typing and... All right, so what are the questions, Ryan? Go ahead and type it out or whatever you need to do, and I'll just... and I will answer here. Derek Hoban. We've got one that didn't. Eddie Kokums. Didn't. Inconclusive. All right, so we've got Earl Hyman. Carol Rosenblum. And we've got Bill Clinton. He obviously rated a bunch of Bill Clinton stuff. So we got a bunch of Bill Clinton autos that came through. Yeah, Ray's probably had better days. But kind of deal. But hey. Casey O'Brien. We have 2. Paul Molitor and Roger Clemens. Giovanni Torres, who was the first one ready to go. Kimchi Kamala, AU with a 9 autos. Carlos Colon, these are much thicker, much thicker. Gives you an idea how thick they do go. Oh, we get some good stuff in this. Trust me, coming through. Fernando Cruz, Auto 9. And we're mainly in the customs at the moment. And Beast Mode, John Ramos. All right, Giovanni. Can't say I didn't get you this time. All right, give me a second, guys. Yeah, those are thick. Barry, you do have cards here. Hope you guys got a little bit of time. But I've got to get some picks. So you're going to watch me take a few picks. I hate to say it. I've got picks to throw. You know how when I'm out there throwing pictures out there, the custom stuff is what people like seeing. Hey, I don't think you can mess these up. I don't think you can mess them up. I mean, I could be wrong. No, you can send in however many you like. And Pokemon, it doesn't matter what you send in. So you can send in as many or as little as you choose. It's still $13 a card. Ryan. That is part of the sub deal. I take everybody's stuff, put it together to get the deals that I do. All right. That was that. Sorry, guys. I'm going to, like I said, it's going to be a little bit of a kind of flowing through it tonight. Nate's supposed to be over there, but you can see he's already in bed. Watching from the bedroom. Yeah, you can send in whatever you like. I mean, this is all JSA and custom stuff that came back. But when I get CGC stuff back, you'll see it's a mix of mainly sports, but there are Pokemon cards and all that. JSA Sub 1? That would have been back months ago. You mean 10? This is 10. So 9 is back and done. This is 10. No, Derek. They had the minimums on them. So I mean, they are strict graders. They are absolutely strict at grading. So just keep that in mind. They are a very strict grading company. All right. Well, oh, the 1st of January? Yeah, those are, we're about 2 months. Those would have been what, 11, I think? So this is middle of 10. So this is still middle of 10. I'm trying to hit what I can. All right, Todd McNall. We got a quad. Org, Oliver, Perloza, and Whitaker, AU. Floyd, Burchett, Fingers, a 5. Kevin Von Erich, 7 with a 10 auto. Junkyard Dog, 6 with a 9. Mel Daniels, 6'5 with a 10. Ollie Anderson, 8 with a 9. And Bobby the Brain Heenan, 8 with a 10. Some old wrestlers. Yeah, the sub is always on your invoice, so don't get rid of your invoice after you pay it. Daryl Dawkins, AU10. It will have all the information. All you got to do is go back and look at that. It'll say what sub you're in. Dennis Johnson, 8'8". Dennis Johnson, 8 with a 10. And Dean Smith, 9 with a 9. And if it's not all back, you don't see everything, that's because it's not all back yet. All right, Bill Shield. Got a few that didn't go through. That's Tim Allen. And they do say questionable authenticity on George Mikan, a Tracy McGrady, and then secretarial on Tim Allen. Steve Carlton, AU Auto 10. This is, like I said, Bill Shields. No, Custom 6 are not back yet. OT. We've got some stuff going on in 6. So they'll be back. It's just taking a long. But we did get 7. So 6 is still there. Enos Slaughter, 4-5 with a 9. I have had a few approved, Colin. So it kind of depends. Bill Mazeroski, Fisk with a 10 auto. Dr. J with a 10 auto. Roger Clemens, Rocket on a Flair update, 8 with a 10 auto. Yeah, it's hit or miss, guys. I mean, like I said, if you saw it in person, it's just, but Willie Mays, 8 with a 10. I have had some Tim Allens come back. Sandberg, 8-5 with a 10. 7 auto. 8 auto, or 8 with no auto. You can see we still have a ton of stuff here. Dale Murphy, 7-10. Eddie Matthews. Frank Robinson. Carl Yastrzemski. Tony Perez. Billy Williams. Jim Palmer. Byron Nelson. We got 3 of those, guys. 3 Byron Nelsons. Those are the ones I like. Scottie Pippen. I've had a Pippen not go through. That one did go through. So, like I said. Mike Schmidt, 8. Mike Schmidt, AU. Larkin, 8-5-10. Sosa McGuire, 8 and a 9. Sandberg Dawson, AU 9. And Dawson Carlton, 9 with a 10. All right, so that's all Bills. Yeah, I think it's just there is no rhyme or reason to it. Barry Uppin. I know Barry's out there somewhere or another. All right. AU, Fry, Pirtle, Sanderson. Gidry, 6 with a 10. Stottlemyre, AU on the decal edge. Love the decal. Nettles, AU with a 10. Steve Sachs, AU with a 9. AU with a 10. Obviously, these are all customs. But like I said, there is a possibility they're going to start grading some customs. Sachs, AU with a 10. AU with a 10. And AU with a 9 for John Sterling. So, like I said, not everything is back at the moment, guys. Just keep that in mind. There are partials, especially if you've got different type of stuff. How about that? It's a 5 with Cal Ripken. All 3, triple. Let me see some other stuff through here. Ryan Walsh. We've got a quad. 2 different quads. One with Osmus and one, who's the other guy? Frank Bollick, Paquette, Reddington, Russo. Either way, quads are tough to do. How's that? No big names, but names nonetheless. Ottsman. You had 1 Patrick Wall. It is showing questionable authenticity on the back. So they didn't say that the auto is not necessarily good. I think they're saying the back. Something's off on the back. So, but for the rest of it, Marty Brodeur, 910. Scotty Bowman, 910. Pavel Bure, 9510. And Earl Campbell, AU with an auto 9. Anybody have any other questions? You want to hit me? Feel free while I'm going through this stuff. Now's the time. Joe Morgan. Willie McGee, 8.5. Mark Langston, 8.5 with a 9. And Jordan Tyson is a custom AU with a 10. What else we got back here? I'm going with the smaller stacks. Andrew Festa. Jeter did not pass, unfortunately. But we do have a Ted Williams, 8.5 with an 8. And Steve Spurrier, 8 with a 7. So we got 2 that did pass. Ryan. George Sisler. NA, unfortunately. All right. So other than that, Ryan, all the rest came through. Gary Carter. Some nice Carters. Wade Boggs, 7.5 with a 9. Perfect, Bill. Glad you're happy. Ryan Sandberg. Jim Cott. Tommy John. Lou Piniella. Fergie Jenkins. Al Kaline. It's nice to make 1 or 2 people happy anyway. I know I can't make everybody happy, but I try. Bruce Sutter. Willie Stargell. Eddie Murray, Jim Palmer. Duel. Another Roger Clemens. Yeah, a lot of big stacks left. Al Downing, Jim Bouton. Gelner, May. Tom Seaver. Mickey Hatcher. What were you looking? You were looking for. You said did you have anything in this one? Hatcher, Musina, Nolan Ryans. Here we go with some Nolan Ryans. That was a 9-10. That was nice. 8-5-10. Trey Turner and Rafi Devers. A lot of guys do the through the mail stuff, Colin. A lot of through the mail. Alex Hazlitt. Unfortunately, I'm guessing most of you guys do through the mail stuff. The Shacks, they don't tend to pass. I have had some go through, but most of the time we had 5 Shacks and 1 Pete Rose. That questionable, all the Shacks were secretarials. In this, in sub 10, if so, they're just not back yet, unfortunately. Moss, Larry, and Bunning, triple. You got 3 of those. McLean, McAuliffe, Horton, Cepeda. Yeah, exactly. And that's what it comes down to. Trish, Homers, Duke Snyder, Bill Mazeroski, Warren Spahn. So when people buy online, you just never know what you're getting. Whitey Ford, Smokey Burgess, and Bob Skinner. Phil Necro, Brooks Robinson, Brooks Robinson. Yeah, Shaq's like I said, there have been some that pass. So obviously, if you get them in person or whatever, it's not like nothing goes through. It's just through the mails. Maury Wills, McDowell and Siebert, Cepeda, Javier, Boog Powell, Fergie Jenkins. Oh, really? See what happens? I said you get too anxious. Louis Aparicio, Jack Morris, Dale Murphy, and Nicholas Ladero. Somehow, some way, the Stacks know. And they don't want to show up. All right, John Green. All right, we got Raleigh Fingers. Dennis Eckersley. Gary Carter. Mike Schmidt. Bill Greason. These are customs, the last two. And Rick Monday. 2 customs. Hey, I didn't use the acronym. I spelled it out. Gary Carter. Really? Mickelson? Because I guess he signs everything in person. Sandberg. Sandberg. Nolan Ryan. Nolan Ryan. Nolan Ryan. And Nolan Ryan. That is a popular card to send, as you could tell. Multiple people had multiples. Sandberg, Fielder, Cecil Fielder, and Carlton Fisk. So this is a Carlton Fisk signed by Fisk and Cecil Fielder, and it is a Topps Desert Storm. Come on. That's a pretty cool card, guys, right there. Pretty cool card. Fisk, Cecil Fielder with on a desert shield. Andrew Smith, Gary Carter, Ozzie Smith, Gary Carter. We got some Jim Palmer, Buford Watts, a bunch of different ones. We got Fisk, Garmin Cooper, Ryan Sandberg, Ozzie Smith, and Nolan Ryan with a wrong back. All right, we've got 2 more big stacks left. Jim Palmer, Joe Theismann, Jose Canseco, Raleigh Fingers, Pedro Serrano, and Chelsea Ross custom signature cards. I literally, my next drop off is the 10th. No, I will probably, hopefully, get more back next Thursday. Thursday is my normal day. I try to go in. So if there's more ready by next Thursday, I will pick up. Hopefully, more shows up. Eckersley, that is a 10-10 on an Eck, by the way. Warren Moon, a couple. Wade Boggs. Jim McMahon, a couple of them. Raleigh Fingers on a printing plate, vintage printing plate. Eckersley, Eck, got a lot of X coming up. Eck, 1010, Eck. We're going for the rainbow. Another 1010 on a rose gold. Another 1010. Paul Molitor, Jose Canseco, Jim Rice, Andre Dawson, Steve Garvey. Last stack here, a quad with Carlton and Palmer, 2 of them, Brooks Robinson, Eck, a lot of X, and a Paul Molitor. So if you guys have everything here, or you have a large stack and close to 50, I will try to get stuff out tomorrow. Okay, we are down to Matt Spurgeon. 3 that did not go through. He is doing a 75 SSPC set, I believe. We got a questionable and 2 secretarials on Williams, Say, and Tommy John. But we got 2 big stacks of stuff that did get done. So, like I said, I believe he's trying to put together a set. We got Sparky, George Foster, Joe Necro, Don Sutton, Steve Yeager, Bill Buckner, Dennis Leonard, Bill Travers, Lynn Randall, Reggie Smith. Anybody else putting together anything like this? I mean, it's a huge set. Red Schoendeist, Gary Carter, Duke Snyder, Ralph Hoke, Bob Montgomery. I'm just impressed when people do this type of stuff. Pat Dobson, Vita Blue, Dennis Eckersley, Joe Torre, Randy Tate, Jerry Kuzman, Duke Snyder, Harvey Haddix, stack number 2. Yeah, that is kind of rude if Tommy John's ex was doing that. We got Raleigh Fingers, Sandberg, Gaylord Perry, Fergie Jenkins, Nolan Ryan, Joe Carter, Hal McRae, Andre Dawson, Wade Boggs, Alex Gordon, Moreno and Wilson, Quisenberry, Hal McRae, Lee Smith, Whitey Herzog, Hal McRae, Dennis Eckersley, Andre Dawson. I still say he's got the best out there. The best. Dwight Gooden, Sean Dunston, Oral Hershiser, Ray Knight, Dwight Gooden, and Julio Cruz. Alright guys, that is it. Reminder, February 10th is my next deadline. February 10th is my next deadline. Make sure you get cards to me by the 10th. Because I've got to kick them into my system, then I got to kick them into their system. So keep that in mind when you are sending, that there is more to it than just getting them. I've got to do a lot of work with them to get them into the systems. So if they get here late, they just will be in the next one. All right, so hopefully everybody is happy. Hopefully everybody is good. Expect invoices going out. Hey, what's going on? Well, like I said, about half of, I'd say half of it came back along with the custom order. I am hoping next week we get the other half as well as the CGC part of it. Plus, I'm waiting to get back custom number 6. We did have custom 7, I know, and we're still waiting on 6. It happens. But what I will tell you is customs, there is a good possibility they are going to change their mind and allow you to have the cards graded themselves. So just keep that in mind. Keep an open mind. That is something that may be possible here in the near future. Index cards, custom cards are still close. I know they were testing them in holders earlier this week. I actually saw some pictures. So keep that in mind. Customs and index cards are coming soon. Very soon. They were testing them. So customs, the size of index cards, yeah, 3x5 by 5x5. 3x5 by 5x5 is the size. Can't go any bigger than that. But 3x5 by 5x5, you're good. I've actually got oversized stuff in now. I've got oversized customs in now. So that is your number, 3x5 by 5x5. You can go smaller. You go a millimeter too big, you're screwed. So understand, 3x5 by 5x5 is strict. It is to the millimeter on that. So, all right. Any other questions while I'm here? If not, I am going to jump off and get back to work. Yep, you can send in oversized customs. There's about a 20-second delay, so yeah, Topps Giants are fine. Absolutely, Barry. Hopefully the rest of it will be coming through here soon, hopefully. Hopefully. But the amount of stuff we're putting through this last month, between the 2 reveals at the beginning and about a week ago, we put through 4,000 cards. So we are starting to grow. That's making it easier and better for everybody to keep the prices as stable as I possibly can. The more we can do, the quicker we're going to get them back. And so spread the word. When you get stuff back, if you can throw them in other groups, it's great to throw them in my group, by all means, but throw them in other groups as well. Try to send people our way. It's not like it hurts you. All it does is help you guys. It is a group room, in my opinion. A group room. I will do all the work. You guys know me. I will call people. I will talk. I will do whatever it takes to try to grow it. But I definitely need you guys to help as well if you can, if you have the time. Like I said, all it's doing is helping keep the pricing as low as I've got it. So I appreciate it, guys. I will see you guys next week. If I get out an invoice tomorrow and you can get it back to me, it'll definitely go out by Saturday. I will definitely get them out Saturday. So hope you have a good night. I will catch you